Well, of course, the big event coming up in the next 2 months is the beginning of summer, and that will happen at 9:38 in the morning on June 21st. And we'll have special events here probably around noon and sunset, where we have things that line up with the sun at that time. In the sky, there's kind of a big show that's been going on and getting better the last few nights. If you look off in the western sky right after sunset, you probably see two really bright things in the sky. The brightest is the planet Venus, the second is Jupiter. Venus will become an interesting telescopic object over the next month. We'll just go through these. Venus right now is about half lit, and over the next few weeks it'll become crescent and also closer and closer to us. So this is how it will change in apparent size and shape. And it gets big enough by late July that with ordinary binoculars you can see the crescent shape if you hold them very steadily. Also in the sky, along with Jupiter, we have Venus here and Jupiter and the moon. As the days go on, the two will move closer and closer to each other. On June 30th, the two planets will be less than the moon's diameter from each other. They'll only be 1/3 of a degree apart. We call that a conjunction. And
we'll get lots of calls for aliens.
Yeah. Right. But what's neat, at 100 power in a telescope, you'll be able to see brilliant Venus and Jupiter and its moons all in one view. So that's something I'm sure we'll be showing that night if it's clear. And then at the end of July, both Venus and Jupiter kind of sink out of sight together. So by August, they'll be gone. All right, and then just recent images of Jupiter. Here we see Ganymede and the shadow of Io. We actually could see that here, and we showed it with the telescopes on our lawn and our Zeiss telescope. Saturn is now moved into a beautiful position to see early in the evening. So how many of you have seen Saturn and its rings? Your own eye. Well,
how many of you have not seen Saturn
yeah,
and its rings? This is a must. I gotta tell you.
And actually the reason you're sitting here is because Colonel Griffith apparently saw Saturn and its rings through a telescope and was just so blown away by it, he wanted to give that view to everyone. So if you want to see what all the excitement is about, pick a clear night and have a look through our telescopes on the lawn. And then the other big event of the week is the leap second. This happens irregularly because the Earth, we have a defined number of minutes, seconds, hours, and all that in a year. And what happens, though, is the Earth's rotation slows, and it doesn't do it in a regular pattern. So we're so precisely, timed to things that atomic clocks and astronomers disagree with each other as to how long the year is. So every few years, a second is added either every 6 months or every 12 months at the last day the last moment of June or December. This time there is going to be a leap second. It will happen at what we call 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 60 seconds universal time on June 30th. And the next second will be the first second of July. However, in our Pacific time, that will happen at 4:59 p.m. on June 29th. And
so your workday just got 1 second longer?
That's right.
Yeah.
But if you listen to a shortwave radio at WWV, you can actually hear that inserted second. You can count the seconds, and that 1 minute will actually be 61 seconds long. So you won't see it on Google, however, because Google smears the seconds out over a year. That actually makes the seconds ever so slightly longer on a year when there's going to be a leap second. So it stays pretty
Google,
synchronized.
messing with us.
That's right.